What's up? It's time for more One Piece. This is episode 553. Yep, 553 to 556. Yep. I have to keep checking my notes. That's what a true professional does, you know. If I was on the set of a film or you know, something that I was a character in, I could remember my lines easily. I could go off book. But me doing an intro for this video, I can't remember two numbers for, you know, 20 seconds. But anyway, I am doing some more One Piece today. I'm really excited. I have been enjoying the Fishman Island arc surprisingly more than I thought I would. I do think last video was like the slowest that the arc has been. So I wonder, you know, like today, what these episodes are going to have in store for us. I mean, the previous 3 or so episodes feel like they've been a decent amount of like exposition, like they're setting up some of the stakes, and it's like revealing stuff that I'd kind of already guessed. But you know, I don't know where exactly where we're gonna be landing in these episodes. It's possible we start getting some wild action going on, and it's possible we don't. I don't know. I really don't. So let's jump into these episodes. Make sure, please, I am a small channel. Please make sure to support these videos as best you can. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. I love reading the comments on these videos. I truly love the community on this YouTube channel, and I would really appreciate it if you could continue commenting. You know, let me know your personality through your comments. Let me see your beautiful name appear again and again in the comment sections. I do internalize a lot of you guys. When I see like multiple comments from people, I start to form an idea in my head of like what I think you're like. So I think that's fun. So just so you know, I check the comments, I read them even when I don't reply. So make sure to keep those comments coming, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, as well as early access. You can get the next 20 or so One Piece episodes on there right now. That would mean you'd be on episode 570 something, which means, would you be getting to the end of the arc on like in the on my Patreon account right now? I don't even know. I think you would be. I think on my Patreon account, we'd be getting towards the end of the arc right now, which is crazy. Like, maybe we're on the next arc already. I don't know. That's wild to me. Yeah, make sure to do that, and go to join the YouTube membership down below if you just want 2 early edited videos on the YouTube channel. You don't even have to leave the site to join that YouTube channel membership. So make sure to do that if you want to support me as well. But anyway, let's jump into these episodes. This is episode 553 of One Piece. Woo! We go! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, first of all, welcome. And secondly, this is the recap Rubik's. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. And if you are new to this channel, truly, I hope you enjoy yourself, and I hope you stick around. Alright, that's cube 1 complete. I can't remember how much recap there is left, so I'm going to try to do the second cube. On this channel we have 2 cubes, and if I can do them both, it's called a 2-cube cap, which is short for 2-cube recap. Okay, there we go. That was the end of that, and I got that far in the second cube. Pretty close. Oh, she's got a real sad face. You can see the shape of the sadness. Shirahoshi. Is it going to be a flashback from her? Oh, shit. The shark. Oh my gosh, Megalo, I can't believe it. Don't you know what happens to snitches, Megalo? Oh. I mean, It's very sad, but it's funny that he's like hiding behind a cactus. Just funny to see a shark like hiding. Oh. And that's not what her mother would have wanted. This family is too pure. They're amazing. This entire fucking family is incredible. Oh my gosh. I love having an emotional character that also is, you know, not holding a grudge at a time like this. That's actually pretty unique for an emotional character. Yeah, she's been living with that. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. Don't you laugh. Oh my god. Hey! She's not dumb, she's just a coward. God. He's still provoking her. You're actually incredibly brave, Shirahoshi. Oh! Scumbag. Oh my god. He's not dead, right? I don't want Neptune to die. Oh god. That voice actress is so good at screaming. Who the fuck would laugh at this shit? I'll give you a sword. Zoro's sword in your fucking chest. Oh my god. Well, good luck finding his neck. He's the shape of an egg. Come on, I mean, straw hats. Straw hats. Uh-huh. Does she know that? Yeah. Man, her breasts are huge. Yeah. Oh. Oh man, the children are welcoming the destruction. Oh, everyone's wishing for it. Come on, wish hard enough and they'll show up, please. Oh shit! Oh, I like this. It's fun, the idea that this is like one of those scenes where, you know, they're cheering on the main characters, but they're doing it thinking the main characters are villains. But then they're taking the lesser of two evils. Even in a moment like this, you're not getting the attention, Hordy. Not literally, man. Figuratively. Oh god. Mugiwara, Mugiwara, please. I gotta hear it, Gamu Gamu. Gamu Gamu no. Oh. Okay, what's gonna happen? See, can he even cut his neck with that small sword? Oh. Oh. My god, they hired that voice actress just because we're screaming, I swear. Oh. What? What? Holy shit! What the fuck? Poor Megalo. Oh. That's how quick he was. Wow. Did the animation like kick up a notch? Oh my god, I think it did. I think it kicked up several notches. So he was inside Megalo? He did say he'd be there for her. Oh shit! Yes! What? Oh! Was she covering them with a mirage? That's awesome! Ah. She's a pickpocket. Oh, this is great. This is so great. Aww. Oh, this is exciting. I love this. Oh my god! Yeah, just kill them all. Do it. Oh my god. Oh. The whale goes. Oh, oh. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, you guys got this. Surely. I like when they want the Straw Hats to look cool, they like hide their faces as if they're mysterious figures. It's cool. If that's what it takes. Everyone looks so cool right now. That's very fair. Oh, it was so good. I loved that episode. Ah, Oda does some really good like characters showing up when they're needed scenes. He's always been really good at that. I mean, like, it happens so much in this show, but it is always hype to me, and it feels so good in a scene like that where it's starting to feel hopeless and scary, and we don't know what's going on, and then Luffy like just shows up, and then all the Straw Hats show up in their own cool way. I love it. I think it's so great. I like that Nami can like mirage herself like that, you know, so she can kind of be invisible in certain circumstances, which is really cool. It's I mean, we knew that, like, we knew her mirage power and stuff. It's just cool to see like the application of that power. I would never have even been thinking like, well, Nami like was there the whole time, you know. That just wouldn't have crossed my mind, thinking like, oh, maybe Nami's here but she's invisible because of her mirage. So I really like that. Yeah, this is such a satisfying episode. The animation really did, for that moment where Luffy jumped out and he was in second gear and he attacked Hordy, the animation like really went up there, significantly so. It went from like the episode was like, oh yeah, this is, you know, a fine episode or whatever, to that like the animation was like, it was such a simple motion, so it's weird, like you kind of, it's not as show-offy as some cuts of animation, where like some cuts of animation will be like, you know, it'll be some sort of like gum gaddling or something that is very clearly showy, where you can be like, oh my god, look at how much they're animating here or whatever. Since this was kind of just one action, it's a bit harder to notice, I think, but it really was like, oh shit, no, they put someone, like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone was like, oh yeah, that was this famous director or whatever that did this, because it was really well done. So yeah, I really liked that. So the Straw Hats, or at least Luffy, was inside of Megalo. Poor Megalo, man. Like, she fucking has to deal with all this shit inside him, and it always makes him, like, he's always, like, choking on something. It must be so uncomfortable for him, poor guy. But he's coming in clutch. I mean, he told Shirahoshi about the assassination ages ago, which helped her, I think, to be more composed here, you know, and to be able to, like, she's already grieved, knowing about this. So that came in clutch, and then on top of that, being the person who was carrying Luffy came in clutch. He's fucking clutch as fuck. I also like, and I said this in the episode, but I just want to say it properly while I'm not watching an episode. I love about Shirahoshi, and about the whole family really, but especially with Shirahoshi, she is written as an emotional crybaby character, right? I've seen 1,000 of them. I love them. I love emotional crybaby characters, genuinely. I've talked about that in previous videos. I do love her. But also, like, generally with those characters, they are emotional, so that's going to be their major flaw. And because of that, in a situation like this, where it's like that character finds out who killed their mother, we will normally have that character find that out for the express purpose of them starting to have a breakdown and spiral. And especially since Oda previously in the arc established that Shirahoshi is prone to spiraling, since they, like, have not only showed that she's emotional, but also that when you know, that previously when she found they were in danger, you know, she screamed and summoned sea beasts and stuff, and it was like she didn't have control of her emotions. And also when her mother was dying in front of her, she, like, also had to have her brothers take control of her emotions because she was about to spiral again. So they've shown that she's prone to that. So you would think they're doing all of that writing to set up the fact that she's going to spiral again, and it's gonna be, like, really damaging and destructive at this point. And then instead, what they do is show, oh, I knew about that already. And not only that, but she purposefully did not do anything with that information for years, even knowing it, because she is mature enough to go, that's not what Otohime would have wanted. That's it, not just not what she would have wanted, that's expressly against what she said she wanted. So you can't even, like, twist it as like, oh, I'm getting revenge for her or whatever, because she expressly told you, like, don't get revenge for me. I don't want it. So it's incredibly mature of her to all those years go, yeah, I didn't tell anyone it was Hordy because I didn't want everyone to start doing exactly what Otohime didn't want. That's so great, and it's so cool to see that come from such an emotional character, because it means that they're written, like, this is written around Shirahoshi, rather than this is a crybaby character written like a crybaby character. Oda specifically has an idea of what brand of crybaby Shirahoshi is in his mind, and stays true to that. I love it. I really love it. You know, this show is good about, like, characters will fall into tropes, but there's something at the heart of them that Oda understands, and he doesn't let himself fall completely into the trope just to, you know, keep that trope going if it means getting rid of what he sees as the core of the character. And so, you know, you can analyze that through 1,000 of the characters in this show. I'm just doing it through Shirahoshi because, obviously, as I've said, I'm emotionally attached to Shirahoshi already. I already love her. So it's much easier for me to analyze characters that I really, really like. But yeah, anyway, so that was awesome. That was great. I can't wait for the next episode. Let's move right along to it. So this is episode 554 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay, well, there wasn't much of a recap that time, so I only got one side. Where is he? Come on, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's have some cool Sanji moments in these fights, please. That'd be awesome. Chopper looks like an old man now. Hell yes. The fact that she calls him Mugiwara Boy, just like Ivan, is crazy. Are we gonna see the flashback of them planning it? Right. I imagine Jinbei didn't think they'd be captured. Yeah. Okay. You should have said that then. You have to wait until people want you. I mean, yeah, he didn't show himself until after people were literally calling for him. Oh. I love heroes, but I don't want to be one. I didn't know he loved heroes. That makes sense. I kind of like that. That's so good. Get caught voluntarily. Oh, okay. So you did plan for that. Oh, poor Megalo. Well, lucky you got an expert thief on your team. Woman by the name of Nami. Yeah, baby. Oh, he didn't want her involved in it at all. But she ends up being with them, so is she going to object? Yeah. They'll probably get him on their side. Yep. Interesting. It is interesting sort of how almost little ego Luffy seems to have sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you won over all the citizens. That's great. She doesn't wear panties. She doesn't wear them. Actually. I love when she does that. When she's like, yeah, I love you. Wait, are we gonna... Oh, we're going back? Okay. Okay, you don't have to avoid the water that aggressively. The water's only dangerous when it goes past your nose. Yes, good choice of the sword to throw him. Could have thrown him anything, but threw him the Wada Ichimonji. Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god! Yeah! Cool. That was nice and short. I liked that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect him to be. Aw, there's Robins. Do you have pockets in that costume anywhere? Yoahoshi. Okay, so it just went against the plan. Oh, Yoamushi. Aww. Okay, so it's a fusion of coward and Shirahoshi. No, you were right to do that. This is amazing. Of course she's gonna cry, but we expect nothing less. Oh my gosh, a tear rolling down her boob. Oh. Yeah.
船長やはりなエネルギーステロイドの効力はまだ
Yeah, his main crew weren't worried at all.
その白星だけは一刻も早く始末する必要があった
Well, you fucked around too much.
人間たちと仲がいいんだな
Yep.
お前に絶好のチャンスだ世界中の人間の
Oh my god.
伝説は幕を開ける
That's an interesting plan.
この腕に覚えのある人間の海賊どもの姿これが真の海賊王にふさわしい
Shut up.
海賊王
I'm not worried about the numbers. Honestly, Hordy is the only one I'm really worried about. Hordy and the drunk guy. It's okay, Chopper. Chopper, you could take out like 5,000 of them on your own, I bet. Yeah, there you go, Nami. Nami, I bet your lightning could take down, you know, 10,000. And Zoro can take down 60,000, I bet. So could Sanji. Oh, shit! Oh, Luffy actually, like, pushing past his crew. Oh my gosh. Oh, shit! Ah, Haki! I mean, what if he could take out most of them just with this? Luffy! Please tell me it was all 100,000. Oh no, it was just all the ones close. Okay. Still though. Oh, that's a lot. 50,000 people. Yes, it was Robin. Ah, this is... It's great, like the Straw Hat seeing this happen. He's stunned. But the pirates is mine. Ah, I love this. Other than this just being a fun episode, what I really like is this episode... Oh, great job, Hair. This episode taps in to an aspect of Luffy that I actually don't think about very often, but is really cool. Because something that I love about One Piece and about Luffy is the morality of this series in general is super interesting, because the morality comes down to like an instinct, you know? It's not a simple like, okay, we're the good guys and these are the bad guys, these are the evil characters coming in or whatever. It is actually like very much, we know what's good or bad just from how we feel about certain characters and certain situations or whatever, but the designations of them don't matter, you know? Like, I mean, it's kind of simplified in a good way, I think, in the live action, where they will, like in the One Piece live action, I think they want to establish the themes early on very well, you know, and they do it with simple lines like Luffy saying, well, if there are good pirates and bad pirates, then there must be good marines and bad marines too. I know it's a very simple line, but that kind of is what One Piece is all about, which is the idea of there is a range of morality in a range of places. And what I really like is that Luffy himself is such a complex sort of protagonist that he is not just a good guy, and he won't just do things to save people. He will save people, but he won't do it because it's the right thing to do necessarily. He does it because he wants to. And what this episode's tapping into is it's tapping into Luffy's greed and his ego, or his like sort of lack of ego, I guess. It's strange. He's got a weird mix of like, he doesn't have the ego of wanting everyone to know who he is necessarily, but at the same time, he wants a bounty because that's an accomplishment for him. He doesn't want to lead everyone in the world necessarily, but he does want to be king of the pirates, you know? I don't think he wants to boss his friends around, but he does want to be captain of the Straw Hats. There's this constant balance for him, I feel, where he wants all of these things because of the accomplishments and because of the like what it would mean for who he is, but he doesn't want it for what most other people would want it for. He doesn't have this complex of being like a hero and being whatever. He does this because it's his desire and he wants to strive for it and then earn it. It's really cool. And so in this episode, I liked at the start of the episode, Jinbei saying, "You're gonna be the hero of this island," and him saying, "I don't want to be a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm a pirate." And I really liked that he said, like, "I love heroes, but I'm not one. I don't want to be one." I think that's really interesting as well. And that's like very nicely in character. He loves heroes. He thinks heroes are cool. He loves how selfless they are. He loves how they save people. But he himself knows that he is greedy and that he wants certain things. And being a hero would require him to be more selfless than he is. He wants to be a pirate. He wants to take things for himself. And that greed is a part of who he is, so he knows that he never wants to be a hero. That's really cool, isn't it? That's just like a really cool way to write your protagonist in a show like this. I'm so impressed. Like, this is the Luffy we've always had. This isn't like, it's not like we had a major character moment in this episode necessarily, but I just like the way that, I like how consistent Luffy's character is throughout the series, first of all. And I like the way that they presented it specifically in this episode. It's beautiful. Yowamushi means coward, I think, is what they were saying in this episode. And I didn't know that. So that makes sense why he was calling Shirahoshi coward, because Shirahoshi has the same sort of like syllabic structure as Yowamushi. So it was like he was kind of doing a pun on her name a little bit, and now that he's realized she's actually not a coward, he changed to calling her Yowahoshi, which is like a fusion of those two words, and that's very nice. But I do like later when he was like, "You're not a coward, but you are a crybaby." Yes, that's perfect. I'm happy with that. I love that. Yeah, and Luffy taking out 50,000 people with like one instance of Haki is incredible. That's so satisfying. And we got to see the Straw Hats' reaction to it as well, which is so good, because they hadn't seen him actually use it. And I like that, you know, Robin was like, "He's using Haki," and then Sanji was like, "So that's the Conqueror's Haki, huh?" And it's nice, like, they've learned things in their own travels, but now they come back and they realize, hey, Luffy can do this shit. It's funny to think, like, the Straw Hats have been back together for a tiny bit now, you know, but they haven't really, like, talked about what they can do. So they're in the dark of what Luffy's abilities right now are, which is kind of cool. But, yeah, anyway, our boy, I say our boy, he's not our boy, but Hordy wants to take down the kings in Marijois. He wants to go and kill them. So yeah, that would kind of suck. That would be a pretty world-changing thing, but he's not going to be able to do it. We're going to stop him. It's going to be great. So here we go. Let's jump into the next episode. This is episode 555. 3 5s in a row. 555 of One Piece. Here we go. It's me, sunshine. Recap Rubik's. I just remembered, didn't Vanderdecken throw the Noah at us? That's still on its way, isn't it? Alright, that's the cube complete. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Here we go. Oh my god. Yeah, and theoretically, the 50k that is still standing, a lot of them are going to be stronger than the 50k who went down.
Luffy,
Okay, can you two take out 25k each? You deserve to be called Mr. Nosebleed, Sanji. Hell yeah!
Cool.
Cool. Okay, here we go. I honestly kind of just want to see Sanji and Zoro. Oh! It's going into third gear for this. Oh my god. Well, get to it, guys. Hell yeah. Alright, Sanji, here we go. Yeah. Now get to the good bit. Yes! Yes, man! Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. That was fucking impressive. Yes, Robin! Snap all their necks! Yep, here we go. Here we go! Of course, she has to snap all their necks. I love it. She has one go-to move, and she always does it. Never lets me down. Oh, he's drawing him in. He really is a bard. Oh, and he's cheering up Shirahoshi. Our true bard. Oh my god, no! Nice. Oh my god, the sounds. Is that the plant that eats people? Yeah. Here we go. Oh my god, you just throwing a bunch of them around? Jeez. There, Nami. Hey, he's doing pretty well. Are there? Okay, I'm setting my expectations high. Aw, she's so excited. Oh my god. Don't you dare touch Shirahoshi. Luffy normally stops this shit. Ooh. That could have been Jinbei. Because he can like affect water. Was that Jinbei? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Because fishman karate like affects the water around them. Cool. He's just got raw power while Jinbei has technique. Oh shit. What's going on? These are like unbreakable shields. Oh, you will not touch the water, Ichimonji. Ooh. Jumping back to this. We're gonna see more of this, or is it just a... Oh! Oh, here we go. Black rope dragon twister. Oh my god, alright, well they're not unbreakable. He broke them. Oh my god! They're still being cut, even though he's not doing anything anymore? Oh my god! No. I wonder how many of them she could just swat down, you know? She has a size on him. Awful. Ah! And his voice changes. Uh-huh. I forgot about the vital recipes, to be honest. Oh! Did they all just stab each other? Is he leaping into the air? Wait. Is he jumping off people? Or is he doing like the 6 powers air walk or whatever it's called, you know? Oh my god. He's running into the air. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think this is that what's it called? Airwalk? Air something? Skywalk. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. They are showing it's one of the powers. Moonwalk. She just snaps some more necks. That's kind of cool. So Sanji can fly, kinda. This is good. You can simp a little while you're protecting her properly. Oh yes! This is the Sanji I want, baby. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. I love the like rainbow color coming off of his kicks. Hey Hordy, ready to fight Luffy yet? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool, Sanji's back on the menu, boys. I love it. Very happy. I got nothing negative to say about Sanji right now. So all those people who constantly complain whenever I talk about Sanji stuff, fuck off. Today I'm doing positive stuff. I love it. It's so cool. I love that he can skywalk. That's awesome. Skywalk. Skywalker? Luke Skywalker? I don't know if there's a connection there. Probably not. I mean, there's a connection in that that's why Luke Skywalker would have been named Skywalker. But that's cool that he can just fucking start walking on air. It's nice because it's been established within the world that that's something that's possible. So it didn't come out of nowhere. I mean, it also helps that in this episode they showed a flashback to it. I didn't need them to because, as you could see, I picked up on what they were doing earlier. But it's cool too that they did that because some people would have been like, "What the fuck? That came out of nowhere. He can fly now." But no, I always thought when I was watching CP9 stuff that it did feel like CP9 and setting up those powers was very much them also giving Sanji a new set of things that he can draw upon. And the reason I'm specifically saying Sanji is because Sanji, I think, is kind of the most traditional fighter, you know? Like, Zoro's got his swords, and so he can do all these sword techniques, and those sword techniques can be as fucking wild as Oda wants them to be, right? Like, in this one, he created a tornado that like kept going even when Zoro wasn't doing anything, and the tornado was cutting people while it was going in the air and stuff. Like his swords do ridiculous shit anyway, right? And then you have, like, you know, Luffy and Robin and Chopper, and Brook and stuff. Like, they've got devil's fruits. I mean, Brook doesn't use his devil's fruit to fight, but you know, these other characters have devil's fruits. And so they have like a power set that they're like building upon and stuff. But Sanji is kind of just kicking, right? And that's not a bad thing. I actually like that about his character, is that like his thing is kicking, and so he kicks. But because of that, you know, I think Oda needed somewhere to aim for. He needed to give Sanji a skill tree essentially that he can start speccing into. And so I really like that, you know, pretty early on, I mean, early-ish on, he starts introducing the idea of these powers, because then Sanji can actually, like, iterate on them and learn them as he goes. So it's very cool. It's cool that they're giving that to him. I feel like other Straw Hats don't need to learn those powers. I mean, in a way, Luffy kind of does with second gear's kind of like shave and stuff, but generally, I think Sanji could just, you know, by the end of the series, learn all of those powers, and it would be great. But yeah, I liked this. I liked that, and I liked him, you know, using his fucking devil's foot moves. Like, that's just always awesome. By the way, something I wanted to mention. I watch the OP every time because that's what I do. I watch the OP and I dance to it. But I just noticed in this episode, when it's like going over all of the crew members, it gives them all a little image, and in the image it has a bunch of, like, it has a background with a bunch of stuff that they like, and it also will have one extra thing. So with Zoro, you've got all these swords, and you have a little rice ball, a little onigiri back here, right? So that's cool, right? But the one that I noticed was Franky's, but I'm going to go through all of them. So Nami, you have tangerines, and then you have one berry down here. So that's cool. I like that. Sanji, you have a bunch of pans, and then you have one fork. That's kind of a strange one because it's still cooking utensils, but still good. Robin's, it just says Robin a bunch of times, but then you have a flower, like a devil's fruit, obviously. Oops. There's Chopper in here somewhere. There we go. Chopper, it's got a bunch of his, like, little hooves, but then it's got a cloud or cotton candy. What's that supposed to be? Oh, it I'm not entirely sure what exactly that's supposed to represent. Is it supposed to be cotton candy? And here's the one that I saw, Franky, which is a bunch of these hammers, except, and you can't see it on your screen right now, so let me do this. There we go. Now you can see it. And then the one is his underwear. So that's pretty great. Was that everyone? I didn't see Brooke, right? Where's Brooke? Here's Brooke. A bunch of violins, and then one's the guitar. Cool. Nice. Love it. So yeah, I think that's a really cool, like, a nice little thing that I wasn't noticing, but like it was, I was watching it and I saw Franky's one, and then like I just saw it for a split second. I was like, oh, there's stuff in the background, and I saw Franky's one and I saw the underwear there, and it made me chuckle. So I just wanted to point that out while I could. I love also that Brooke is the bard of this group, and it showed it really nicely in this episode. I mean, he was doing music, but he was also like doing the music to like distract a group of people, and they were all like singing along and stuff. That just feels very D&D bard-esque. And then he goes and kills all of them, and at the same time it's also like cheering up Shirahoshi, and I really love that, because it just, you know, it's that's the influence of his music and stuff, you know? It's not just about taking out enemies. It's also, there's a reason you have the musician on a crew, and that's because of the morale that it can give. And it was helping with her morale. And yeah, it just reminds me a lot of D&D Bard. Like, if you know, were to use something to, you know, you would use a spell to hypnotize people, you know, hypnotic pattern or hold person or whatever. And then, you know, you can go and fucking take people out, slash at them, but you can also use your bonus action to give a bardic inspiration to someone, which will cheer them up and make them fight better and make them do better on future rolls and stuff. It's great. I really love it. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention that as well before we move on to the last episode of this video. Man, these have been good episodes. I'm really fucking enjoying this. So now let's move on to episode 556 of One Piece. Here we go. Recap Rubik's. Here we go.
人島へ到達した麦わらの猪姫白星を付け狙う
スーパー盛りサニー号のシーン
Okay, that's the cube done. Let's see how far we get in the second cube. Here we go. Alright, I only got one side. I didn't get much. But that's fine. That's fine. I heard Luffy say Sunny go. Oh no. I heard a bit of the title. I normally try to avoid that. Here we go. Fishman karate. Take out some fishmen with it. Hey! Yeah, baby. Yep. No, that's good. Keep competing against each other. You'll take out more probably. Their competition's good. Oh my god, Robin. Okay. I want to see what they can do. Yeah, baby. I love when they unintentionally work together. I wonder if it'd be easier for Hordy and his crew if Hordy and his crew were also trying to fight right now. Instead of just watching the minions fight. Oh my god. Well, you're just gonna sit on your throne. The only problem with Shirahoshi being as big as she is she's a big target. But I wouldn't change a thing about her. Okay. Is it gonna be actually cool or is it gonna be lame? They're saying cool. Have they seen it yet? Don't you dare! Party music? Oh, hell yeah. Where are the other instruments coming from? Not that I'm complaining. Oh my gosh. Who are these dancers? This is insane. I bet you this was one panel in the manga. Not that I don't like it, I like it. It's just funny thinking this is how the anime could have extended it out. I cut you already! That's so great. It's good that Brooke's getting like cool fighting moments. Yes. Yes, Robin! Oh my gosh. Making some giant hands. Oh my god. Oh no, giant feet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that fucking works. I love when he brings out his proper hair. I much prefer him with like the full head of hair. I like boob and face jokes when they don't, when the joke is that the boobs are in the way, you know? It's a weird small thing, but like Usopp doesn't react to the boobs in face. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. He looks so cool. Black Rhino. Whoa. FRU4. So Franky Unit 4? What's the U for? U4? Because I feel like we've heard what FRU stands for with the previous weapons, but I can't remember if we have. Oh shit! Yeah, just run over motherfuckers. Oh yeah. It's just a car. Oh my gosh. 5. Let's see what 5 is. So it's the 5 being driven by Nami. Whoa. 5's a cannon? A tank? Brachio tank. Okay. So Usopp's controlling the gun. Is he also driving it? Probably. Nami's just helping. And Chopper's a scout. Very nice. The sound. Yeah, Luffy, you're one of our strongest ones. Don't get distracted. Hell yeah, we can. Well, that's gonna work on Luffy. You can eat as much as you want. Oh god. I mean, why does Kraken need to be here? Don't you have enough soldiers on your side or whatever? God damn it. Oh my god. You gonna let him talk to you like that, Kraken? Come on, Kraken, you pussy. You can't stand up to Hordy. Oh! Oh my gosh. We've dealt with him before. Now, I don't know if we can continue to have him working for us. Oh, I remember, Sho. Don't you worry. Question is though, does he fear Hordy more than he... Because we know he feels this fear. Uh-oh. Yeah. Unless he just picked Luffy up, but I feel like he fears Hordy more, maybe. Maybe? I think he just picked Luffy up. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Well, great. Thank you, Hordy, for delivering us another weapon to use against you. Hordy, this is what happens when no one likes you. Okay. Amazing how the Kraken makes Shirahoshi look small. Yeah, it's very impressive. Aww. Oh, it's so satisfying seeing him so pissed. Oh, what good episodes these are. They're just so much fun to me. I'm having a great time. And as I've said before, this works for me very well because I truly do have an emotional attachment to these characters. Like, I have an emotional attachment to Shirahoshi, and like, you know, more than just the Straw Hats, like to Shirahoshi, to Neptune, to the princes, like these characters that are like vital to us caring about this arc. It really works for me. I would be able to see, I feel like, if people didn't have that much of a connection, which I'm sure that there's a good portion of people out there who don't give a shit about, like, Shirahoshi, for example, right? I'm sure there's gotta be, you know? Especially since it's an archetype that's not for everyone. And it's also, I mean, like, not everyone has the bias I have towards female characters. So, so that probably doesn't help as well, you know? But, you know, I think if you are kind of all in on that, these episodes are really, really great to watch. I really like it. So yeah, I'm having a wonderful time right here. This is really fun. I liked the party music thing with Brooke. That was really fun. it was a good start to the episode. It makes me wonder. I do kind of want to check out the manga panels of that and see, you know, is it a page? Is it several pages? Is it like one panel? I kind of feel like it's maybe a page of the manga, but maybe I also wouldn't be that surprised if it was like 1 or 2 panels. Because it's so sort of ridiculous, but it's the sort of thing that, one, it would work way better in animation because you can see the dancing, you can hear the music, but 2, it is also like if you were making the One Piece anime and you knew that like every chance we get to extend these episodes, we should do it because we don't want to catch up to the manga. So, when you see Brooke do a move like that, it's like, okay, we can spend like 3 or 4 minutes of the episode doing like a party scene, and it's like a bunch of dancers spinning around in the background, and we're just seeing these like things pop up, and they're jumping up and down, and there's fireworks going on, and you can just do like a full thing there. But it works for the episode. I had a great time with it. I really liked it. So I said this in the episode, but I want to clarify it. I really like, and I'm not complaining about any sorts of jokes here. I'm talking about like boobs in your face jokes, right? I don't think boobs in your face jokes necessarily, like I don't dislike them actually, you know, as much as there's sometimes when there's stuff going on that I'll be like, that was kind of unnecessary or whatever. Boobs in the face jokes, they're a simple staple. They work fine, you know. I don't hate them. But something I do particularly like, is when they do those jokes, but the joke of the scene is that they're in the way and it's annoying, rather than it being like oh, I'm so excited because there are boobs right here or whatever, but rather it's like, this is cumbersome and annoying. I love those jokes because like a lot of, I feel like a lot of women with larger boobs will tell you that they're annoying as shit. You know, I say that, you know, I've dated people with, you know, sizable chests, and there's, you know, they complain about them, and it's like, oh my god, these are fucking in the way and annoying. It makes sense, right? And so in a situation like that, where it's like in this episode, there was Nami and Usopp were in this like enclosed space, and it was annoying. I like the combination of Nami and Usopp because they're just like cool. They're friends. They're great, and like Usopp doesn't seem to sexualize Nami in the slightest. So when they're in a scene together and they do a thing like that where it's like Nami's boobs are like pressing against his face, Usopp's just like irritated that, you know, like Nami doesn't think anything of it because she doesn't give a shit, you know, how much space she's taking up of Usopp's personal space. And Usopp is just annoyed by it because this bitch is in my face because she has a big chest, you know. I just like those sorts of jokes. I think they are like the best form of like, you know, boobs in the way jokes. I know that's a weird thing to analyze, and especially to analyze for like 2 or 3 minutes, like I just did. But sometimes I want to specifically nail in on these things that I find particularly unique, and better ways to do these jokes that, you know, are fine on their own, but you can make them even better like this, I think. The new weapons are cool. The Black Rhino and the Brachio tank, they're very cool. It's funny how much of a sort of genre clash One Piece can be sometimes, where there's all this crazy shit going on, but then they also have these, like, the tanks rolling out, and like they're driving a car and running people over with cars. It's almost out of place, but Oda like establishes so early on that nothing's out of place, and because nothing's out of place, it's fine, you know. I also just like that in this episode Franky pressed his nose and had his hair, and he combed his hair back. I really like Franky with the hair look. Just Franky with his proper Franky hair is perfect. It's actually, it is. I wonder what Oda's reasoning for having Franky shave his head and stuff originally is. Was it because he wanted to do the joke of pressing the nose and having the hair come out? Did he want the iconic Franky look to be Franky when he's being more wild? Is that the intention of it? Because I much prefer the iconic Franky look with all the hair and stuff. But I would be interested to hear Oda's reasoning, and I'm not opposed to the idea that like maybe it is best this way. Because it did get me hyped up when he starts, like, he actually pulls out his hair and is combing it back and stuff. So maybe it's worth it to hide his hair most of the time, so it makes the moments when we do have his hair all that much better. I don't know. I have no idea, but it's very fun. Anyway, that's all I have to discuss from this episode and from this video. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. That stuff helps me out a lot. Go to my Patreon account if you want a full-length reaction, or the full-length reactions, all of them, and early access. You can get the next 20 or so episodes on there right now. Or you can join my YouTube membership down below, join my pirate crew, and get 2 videos early. And you can also comment earlier than everyone else and do a bunch of other great stuff. It's really good. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.